The View co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Sunny Hostin, a longtime co-host of The View, has always been known for her bold opinions and fiery debates. But her latest announcement has left audiences and fans absolutely stunned. During a recent episode, Sunny dropped the bombshell that she and her family are planning to move to Canada. Yes, you heard that right. Sunny Hostin is packing her bags and heading north. But why? What could have driven one of the most outspoken figures on daytime television to make such a dramatic life decision? Let's dive into the whirlwind of events that led to this jaw-dropping revelation.
Sunny Hostin of The View, who's constantly raging about race and reparations and how bad America is and its racial past and all this stuff.
Sunny's announcement came during a heated discussion on The View where she shared her frustrations about living in what she described as a racist America. "We're pretty racist," she said, sparking gasps from the audience. She went on to call the United States a young democracy that doesn't seem to be working right now, adding that she felt stuck in a system that, in her words, continues to fail people of color. Sunny cited her friend Rosie O'Donnell's recent move to Ireland as an inspiration, saying she wished she could do the same but felt trapped. "Most of us are stuck here," she lamented, referencing the privilege of those who have the means to uproot their lives and start fresh elsewhere. Unsurprisingly, Sunny's comments ignited a firestorm of backlash. Critics accused her of hypocrisy, pointing out that she earns millions of dollars annually as a co-host of a major network show and lives a life of luxury that most Americans can only dream of. Social media erupted with comments slamming her for what many perceived as a disconnect from reality. "If America is so terrible, why not leave your 7-figure job and go now?" one user wrote. Another quipped, "I'll help you pack, Sunny." The criticism was relentless, with some questioning whether her comments were genuine or just another way to stir controversy and boost ratings for the show.
And I've been criticizing them for 8 years for doing it, pointing out that it's not the job of the media to take sides.
But Sunny didn't stop there. In the same episode, she doubled down on her views, making scathing remarks about Donald Trump and his supporters. She described Trump's America as a place rife with cultural resentment and accused his voters of being driven by racism and misogyny. "It's very difficult for people to believe that racism and sexism are alive and well, but my lived experience tells me that they are," she said emphatically. These remarks came after she had previously referred to conservative white women as roaches and called Black Republicans an oxymoron. Needless to say, her words only added fuel to the fire, with critics accusing her of perpetuating division and bigotry. The controversy didn't end with Sunny's remarks on air. Behind the scenes, tensions reportedly flared among the co-hosts of The View. Alyssa Farah Griffin, the show's resident conservative voice, clashed with Sunny multiple times during recent discussions, particularly over immigration and Trump's policies. During one heated exchange, Sunny accused Trump of targeting immigrants who look a certain way, while Alyssa tried to counter her claims with facts about immigration patterns. The interruptions and back and forth grew so intense that Whoopi Goldberg had to step in, urging everyone to take a breath and let each other finish. But the tension between Sunny and Alyssa was palpable, and it didn't go unnoticed by viewers who took to social media to comment on the growing animosity on the panel.
It's the more insidious, secret partisan behavior of very liberal-dominated newsrooms working at the supposedly impartial.
Amid all this drama, a new scandal emerged that has cast a shadow over Sunny's personal life and perhaps even influenced her decision to leave the country. Just weeks ago, it was revealed that Sunny's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, is facing serious allegations of insurance fraud. A sweeping federal lawsuit has accused him and his medical practice of participating in a scheme involving fraudulent billing and kickbacks. According to court documents, Hostin allegedly performed unnecessary surgeries and billed insurance companies for treatments that patients didn't actually need. The lawsuit, which names over 180 defendants, claims that Hostin was part of a network that exploited New York's no-fault auto insurance laws, raking in millions of dollars in fraudulent claims.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries.
The accusations are explosive, to say the least, and Sunny has wasted no time defending her husband. She released a blistering statement calling the lawsuit frivolous and accusing the insurance company, American Transit, of waging a smear campaign against her family. This company has a history of filing baseless claims to avoid paying for medical care, she said, adding that American Transit is on the verge of bankruptcy and is using her celebrity status to gain attention. Sunny even threatened to file a counter lawsuit for defamation, claiming that the allegations have caused significant reputational damage to her family.
And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history.
But there's more to the story that has left fans and critics speculating about the timing of the lawsuit. According to insiders, the case against Hostin has been building for years, with American Transit allegedly gathering evidence of fraudulent billing practices and kickbacks involving multiple medical providers. While Sunny has vehemently denied these claims, legal analysts have pointed out that lawsuits of this magnitude are rarely filed without some level of substantial evidence. The question now is whether this case will end in a quiet settlement or see Sunny and her husband fighting it out in court under the public spotlight.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
Adding another layer of complexity, rumors have surfaced about strained relationships within the Hostin family amid the legal turmoil. Some sources claim that Sunny has been leaning heavily on her co-hosts and close friends for emotional support, while others suggest there's growing tension in her marriage due to the mounting stress. Though Sunny has always presented a picture-perfect image of her family life, this scandal has led many to wonder if cracks are beginning to show behind the scenes. Of course, Sunny has remained tight-lipped about her private life, but her recent emotional moments on The View have not gone unnoticed by viewers. The legal battle has also sparked broader discussions about the ethics of the healthcare system and the role of insurance companies in driving up costs for both doctors and patients. Sunny, never one to shy away from using her platform, has already framed the lawsuit as an attack on doctors who are simply trying to provide care in a broken system. Insurance companies like American Transit are making it nearly impossible for doctors to do their jobs, she said recently, but critics argue that this defense deflects attention from the core allegations and raises serious questions about accountability. Could Sunny's outspoken nature backfire, or will it help her rally public support for her family in this uphill battle?
And they're essentially saying that it's a money grab, and they're also going to countersue for millions of dollars, $5 million plus.
But despite Sunny's staunch defense, rumors began swirling about her possible involvement in the scandal. Insiders whispered that Sunny's decision to move to Canada might be an attempt to escape the scrutiny and protect her family from the fallout. While there's no evidence to suggest that Sunny had any knowledge of or involvement in her husband's alleged actions, the timing of her announcement has certainly raised eyebrows. Could this be a case of damage control? Or is Sunny genuinely seeking a fresh start away from the chaos of American politics and media? The legal battle has undoubtedly taken a toll on Sunny's career and public image. While The View producers have reportedly stood by her, praising her for sparking conversation and driving ratings, the backlash from viewers has been fierce. Some fans have called for her resignation, arguing that her comments and personal scandals have overshadowed the show's mission of fostering meaningful dialogue. Others, however, have rallied behind Sunny, applauding her courage to speak her mind and stand by her family during a difficult time.
Which, by the way, how annoying is The View getting? God, they're insufferable, that lot, aren't they? It's just a side effect.
As the drama unfolds, Sunny's co-hosts have remained relatively tight-lipped about the situation. Whoopi Goldberg, who has clashed with Sunny in the past, has refrained from commenting publicly on the allegations against Hostin. Alyssa Farah Griffin, on the other hand, has continued to challenge Sunny on air, creating an even more contentious atmosphere on the panel. The tension reached a boiling point during a recent episode when Sunny interrupted Alyssa mid-sentence, prompting Alyssa to exclaim, "Can I finish talking?" Viewers were quick to pick up on the friction, with many speculating that the co-host relationship has soured beyond repair. Meanwhile, Sunny's critics have not let up. Articles and opinion pieces have labeled her the Michael Jordan of awfulness and accused her of gaslighting viewers. Outkick founder Clay Travis even declared her the worst person on television. But Sunny appears unfazed by the criticism. In fact, she seems determined to keep speaking her truth, no matter how controversial it may be. "I'm not going to stop calling out injustice," she said during a recent episode. "Whether people like it or not, these are the conversations we need to have." As Sunny prepares for her move to Canada, questions remain about what's next for the outspoken television personality. Will she continue to co-host The View remotely, or is she planning to step away from the show entirely? And what about the legal battle her husband is facing? Will the allegations against Hostin be proven false, or will they cast a long shadow over the family's future? And perhaps most intriguingly, is Sunny's move truly about escaping a racist America, or is it a strategic retreat from the mounting controversies surrounding her personal and professional life?
Having some more conservative voices on your network, actually not making them pariahs, not directing your audience to feel that everything that Donald Trump does.
The audience is left wondering, is Sunny Hostin's decision to leave the United States a bold stand for her values, or is it simply an attempt to avoid the chaos she's found herself in? What does this mean for the future of The View, and how will Sunny's absence, if it happens, change the dynamic of the show? One thing is for sure, Sunny Hostin has never been one to shy away from controversy, and her latest move is no exception. Only time will tell what the next chapter holds for Sunny and her family, but one thing is certain, she'll be making headlines every step of the way. What do you think? Is Sunny making the right choice, or is she running from her problems? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding story.